Getting to Vietnam, it changed my life.
A Kansas City woman toured the country with some of Hollywood's biggest stars, but performances in front of troops in Vietnam are the ones that stuck with her most. She explains in this week's We the People, and that's after the break. Luke?
Well, we have some scattered storms back in the picture again for your Thursday. First warning you that these look to cruise through. This is one of 3 first warns in your forecast, each of which has rain. One of them's over your weekend. I'll get you ready for it all. It's in your First Warn 5 forecast.
Local, live. This is KCTV5 News at 6. KCTV5.
New at 6, in the lead up to America's 250th birthday, KCTV5 is committed to highlighting the ways our local communities have shaped American history.
In this week's We the People, celebrating 250 years, we spotlight Liz Kelley-Hansen. KCTV5's Nija Hood shows us the musical journey she took from Kansas City to entertaining troops in Vietnam.
For as long as Liz Kelley-Hansen can remember, she's always had a little pep in her step and song in her voice.
I can't really put into words because it's in my blood, and it was my whole life.
This Kansas City girl says she was born for the stage, dancing since she was 3 and performing at the Starlight Theater since the age of 7. Little did she know how far her talents would take her.
I've had a very colorful life. I have no regrets.
In 1969, Kelley moved to California, where she was recruited for the Dean Martin Show and became part of the Gold Diggers. Now online, these clips of her time on stage with Dean Martin have been viewed tens of thousands of times over. Liz toured all across the world, singing alongside some of Hollywood's biggest names like Glenn Campbell.
I'm blessed.
But one of her most memorable moments was one that didn't include the lights and cameras.
So it was just another performance for me till I got there.
What started as memorable also became patriotic. The Gold Diggers were invited to perform with comedian Bob Hope at his Vietnam War Christmas show in front of 20,000 American troops.
Could you coo? Could you care?
The 2-week-long Christmas show was filled with singing, dancing, and celebrity guests and is still watched by thousands on YouTube to this day.
Getting to Vietnam, it changed my life and who I was going to be when I grew up.
They were tasked with building troop morale with a musical performance to lift their spirits.
I think it changed my values because suddenly I realized the importance of humanity.
It was an experience that changed both her life and others.
He told me that that's all he could think about, and I saved his life.
She says her gifts made thousands of troops smile and moved them to tears during the final curtain call.
Singing Silent Night, knowing that those soldiers would not have silent nights, and we would be coming home able to sleep.
The faces of the young men and women in uniform will stay engraved in her heart forever. And to this day, she still thinks of their sacrifices.
People should be more grateful for what we do have.
Nija Hood, KCTV5.
What an incredible story.
Wow.
I mean, she toured with all those Hollywood greats, and
Yes.
that's the story that stuck with her. Is amazing.
Absolutely. Wow, I really enjoyed that. And
Yeah,
the power
I
of
love
just
that.
music and what it can do for people.
And recognizing, too, we get to go home.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's a great way to serve the
Powerful.
country, though. I mean, to
Yeah.
rally the troops like that. So
Incredible.